In the next days, we will talk about the safety or the vigilance agenda. We recognize racial profiling. We recognize systemic racism. We need to bring people together. In our concept of the Living Together agenda, when we said the balanced approach with openness and vigilance, we need vigilance. We need to make sure that it can be regarding training. It could be by providing resources to some groups, but it's to have an inclusive way of doing things and work together. It's not just in Eastern Montreal. You live that all over the place, and this is an issue that we have to address. It's our responsibility to do so, but anything regarding housing, everything regarding employment, jobs, and development, we need to make sure that we are sensitive to be inclusive at every level. Well, they've been saying that they're studying diversity. We are diversity. We have a tremendous team since day one, not just for that election. It's part of our DNA. And I think that's diversity as an add value is an asset to Montreal. This is part of the cachet. We said it's a French metropolis, but we're saying at the same time diversity. We have representative of 200 countries speaking 120 languages in Montreal. And this is the second major cities in North America vis-a-vis the international organization. I mean, we are always in competition with Washington, D.C. You have New York, Washington, D.C., and us. So this is an international city. This is Europe in North America. This is El Latino del Norte. So, you know, we have all that, and that's what we are representing. So okay, maybe you can see the light later, but the reality is that we represent that diversity. It's not just to have some people on a sign. It's to make sure that every time that you're taking decision, that you promote and you show some tangible sensitivity and some tangible policies and strategies attached to it. It's an ongoing issue. That's part of our vigilance. We need to make sure that we address it all the time. At that time, if you do remember, in the first 4 years, we had Marc Parent and some other director who were focusing a lot on representativities. So when we, you know, it's like now I cannot see politicians talking without parity with men and women. Okay, 10 years ago it wasn't the same thing. So we evolve in issues, and I think that the fact that we need to show more sensitivities. Of course, we've made mistakes in the past, but I think that we're growing through that, and I will never shy away of what we've been doing in our first mandate vis-a-vis diversity. Okay, and we were always there. And remind you that I was the former Minister of Immigration after 9/11. So we've been focusing against anti-Semitism, against Islamophobia. We create a special department of hatred incident, because when it's hatred crime, that's another issue vis-a-vis, as you know, the criminal code. But when we talk about hatred incident, this is en amont. We are preventing and working on prevention tool. So I think we are there, but not only we are serious about it, but it's part of our DNA.